Today's Thursday, May 1st. Before I address Richie from Boston, I want to show two clips from off the news this morning, and let's just speak. Let them speak for themselves.
President Trump is at the forefront of protecting women and protecting girls, and nowhere is that clearer than when we are talking about fighting radical gender ideology. This administration is also fighting to get
Okay, I get rid of it. I understand it. Get rid of all this DEI stuff, but let's see what he has to say here now. This is a Homeland Security advisor.
Race theory out of our school districts. Children will be taught to love America. Children will be taught to be patriots. Children will be taught civic values for schools that want federal taxpayer funding. So as we close the Department of Education and we provide funding to states, we are going to make sure that these funds are not being used to promote communist ideology. For any nation to be successful, it cannot teach its children to hate themselves and to hate their country. So these are a few of the areas in which President Trump has fought. The cancerous administration, President Trump is at the forefront.
Oh, so anyway, we all get that. You want to get rid of this DEI bullshit, but we're going to teach people to be their civic duty to be patriots. So we're going to start praying in schools again, and we're going to start having to do the Pledge of Allegiance, World War I, World War II, the other wars. Oh my God, support the country no matter what. That's where we're going underneath Trump. Let's do the other one I just got this morning. Okay, this one they're addressing the Catholic Church is suing the government over church stuff. I'll let them explain it.
Like a touch and then touch and go. I wanted to ask you about this. The Supreme Court listened to this case yesterday about funding for a Catholic charter school. I want to play from Justice Kavanaugh. Listen to him here.
Our cases have made very clear you can't treat religious people and religious institutions and religious speech as second class in the United States. And when you have a program that's open to all comers except religion, no, we can't do that. We can do everything else. That seems like rank discrimination against religion. And that's the concern. All the religious school is saying is don't exclude us on account of our religion.
How did you think this is going to go when they finally rule? What's tricky?
Don't fucking mistake this for a fucking hot second. I'm going to show Trump's executive orders and proclamations since he's been in the office. One was just a few days ago, and I was Googling shit. It was like the 13th of this month. And the other one was a month, promoting Christians, a task force to go about anti-Christian people. Then why is it that they're going after all this anti-Semitism shit and not this anti-Christianism shit? And they're trying to put religion into schools and everything else. I'm going to say something here that I don't mean to be crude. This is not about being crude. Do you want religious law in this country? Let's say Christians got their way and go by the Bible. Again, the Bible's parable and allegory, as it says. Do you want Christian religious law to live on as a Christian in this country? Let's do one that people's going to say is crude. Okay, under Christian religion, you cannot have sex with a woman until you get married. In other words, so you cannot test drive that car. I mean, regardless how crude or stupid, that's fucking legit. You cannot test drive that car, your husband, your wife to be. And I guarantee you this, it would eventually come. If it won't go this far, but this is what they want. So if you have a Christian religion, you cannot have sex until you get married. And what does that mean? You only are allowed to have sex in the missionary position, meaning the man on top of the woman? I mean, no oral sex, no fun, that's exact. Don't say this is not what they want. This is not what they believe. Now, the vast majority of these Christians will not ever follow that shit. And as I'm going to address Richie from Boston here, and this is what I meant to get to. Do you think Richie from Boston follows that shit whatsoever? Anyway, let me show a couple comments I got on my last video about Richie, and then I will address because I've done this before, but I need to be more specific on why I quote unquote attack Richie from Boston, which involves every channel I've ever addressed going back 7 years. Let me pause here. Oh, while I'm on that, before I forget, the Supreme Court's conservative majority open to endorsing the use of state funds for a Catholic church. This is not using state funds for kids to go to do colleges in Catholic churches. This is about the Christian agenda, and Christians are used by the government, by Trump, as much as they're used by channels like Richie from Boston. Okay, now, I don't know if this was a channel, whatever you call it, created by Richie or one of his subscribers or a bot. Hello, I was just wondering what kind of salary you receive, and I was going to compare it to mine and see if we were getting the same amount for fucking bullshitting people. I do nothing. This dude or chick or whatever it is may not know me. It could be a bot. Who the fuck knows? It could be Richie from Boston. How do I bullshit people? I put out the truth. I show whether it's Richie from Boston, any other channel, or the news media, and show their bullshit. But let's go. I'm with you, but I think you may be a little obsessed with Richie. I mean, you kind of contradict yourself. You sit there and talk about Christians like you know the Bible or something with your own, and then you do nothing, and faith without works is dead. Well, I responded, I'm not a Christian. Apparently, this dude doesn't fucking listen to me or broad or whatever. Listen to the Lord before it's too late. And look at this swearing. Christians aren't supposed to swear. Richie from Boston does it all the time. I'm a Christian, but I swear I can't help myself. Well, that shows how much bullshit he really is. But let's show another comment. I think I missed it. He says something about Richie from Boston was running around helping people and giving away all this shit. So I said, I get the videos to prove it. I was tent camping the Sam Houston National Forest for 3 months in 2020. This guy said Richie's parents were sick. Well, let's prove it. Come on, Richie. Let's say anything about your parent. Where's anything about it? I mean, he talks all this shit, and Richie from Boston proves absolutely nothing, as I say there. And as I said there, he's been traveling at your idiot support for 16 years, paying for his vehicles, his gas, and everything, motel rooms, everything else under the sun. This other dude says, I've never sent him money, supported what he's doing, helping people. Nice of you to judge people and myself. Don't even know who's paying to disparage. Nobody's paying me for jack shit. You're owned by I'm owned by a satanic force. When Christians get backed up against the fence, that's always that, oh, you're being overrun by Satan. I don't go after Tim Pool and Jordan Peterson. Trump, yeah, I do. I mean, not Tim Pool. I mean, I can't keep addressing channels anymore. I'm going to show a screenshot of my original YouTube channel where I went after the truther channels I mentioned just a little bit ago. You can't go after fucking everybody and talk about it. It doesn't work. And Richie from Boston, all these truther channels recycle the same shit. But every last one of these channels, as I have said over and over for going up to 7 years now, what do they all have in common amongst a few other things? They don't do anything. They say it's not their job to do anything. I think I just said it. Richie from Boston, Mark Fugel, The Crow House, High Impact Flicks have said it's not their duty. I'm not going to go out and say anything. My job is to be Paul Revere. I'm supposed to ride through town, travel the country, sit in my house, make videos, make money off my sales, my ads, my sponsors, Patreon, Richie from Boston's the other .tv. I'm here to make money. They've said this. They say this. It's not my job. It's not my duty to do a motherfucking thing, but to tell you people what to do. And everybody, including the people that leave these comments on my channel, what are they doing? You, the Wayfarer, you people that left these recent comments on my channel, if you're real, what are you doing? Nothing. You're not doing jack shit. You're not doing a motherfucking thing to stop anything. What do? You watch videos. You comment on videos. People like Richie from Boston, all the others I've mentioned, I've talked about it all the years. The fucking hundreds of thousands of channels I don't know about. What are them people doing? They are doing absolutely nothing. Name me somebody that is in this country that is physically doing anything to stop anybody's agenda, whether you believe there's a one world new order agenda or there's two factioning parties like I believe I should have convinced people about. What is anybody doing about anything except you're running your fucking mouth? Don't give me shit. Don't tell me nothing. Tell me what you are doing. You comment to me, you watch Richie, you watch High Impact Flicks, you watch Joe Rogan, you watch CNN, you watch Fox. I don't care what fucking angle, belief your system is. What are you doing about it? You're not doing a motherfucking thing. No, shut the fuck up, kiss and lick my ass and wipe my ass after I take a shit. Oh, as I got another comment, Richie's, I don't think I showed it, or maybe it was in there, but Richie's giving away all this shit. What the fuck is Richie? Oh, I'm going to show this. This is my little notepad here. This is my script, according to Richie from Boston. Channels never use a script, use notes or whatever. I'm going to Richie's last video, he does the same thing. He's done this over and over. But what has Richie done over the years? Let me do the highlights. He gave away a laptop after a sub sent him a new and better one. He's given away over the past few years pieces of gold and silver that he got from his sponsors. He said that in his videos. He also gave away pieces of gold or silver sent to him by other subscribers. There was 2 different videos he did of that. These people give away shit that they get for free from their sponsors, from all these. Richie loves gold. These people that sell food packs and dyes and knives and tents and all that, they get all that shit for free and they give it away. Why? I'm going to show you why. Let's go. He did a video some years back. He went to some woman's house. He did a video. They're in the kitchen. He did a fundraiser, a few $1,000s, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. He was in her house. Oh, here I am giving away that money to her and her kids. Give me a fucking... None of that is theirs. None of that... They give away nothing that they paid for. I mean... Okay, let's move on. Oh, and again, what is the worst thing about these truthers, like Richie from Boston and all these others? It's because they're out there pretending and faking, whether they're shills or they're just out there for the money. They're part of the New World Order agenda. The worst thing about them is they are pretending to care. They are pretending to help you. And again, they don't do nothing. Show me anything any of these other people. Richie from Boston drives around. That's the only thing different between him and the others. Every High Impact Flicks, Joe Rogan, Marfugel, all these fuckers, somebody prove me an exception where anybody's out there doing anything except for running their fucking mouth. 100%. Come on, name me anybody that's doing anything. Oh, I'm out there. Richie from Boston talks about all these places he's been, all these disasters where he went. Everything happened either after he left or before he got there, primarily after. Richie from Boston's never gone anywhere and filmed anything except for after it happened. And the vast majority of those, if you listen to what he's saying and what he is showing, he never went there fucking at all. He shows other people's film footage from other people's videos. Give me a fucking break. Okay, let's move on to Richie from Boston's last video. Okay, and while I'm ranting, I talked about my list here, my script, the thing so I don't forget. Let's see what Richie from Boston says. He never is going by a script. Let's see what he says here.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Just keep on rolling. And here's the thing. Before we even talk about anything in this video, because I actually have a list.
Oh, I have a list.
Keep track of everything. I've got too many channels and...
I've got too many channels. I need a list. I need a script. I need notes so I don't forget what the fuck I'm talking. He does that every video. They can tell by the way he looks in different directions while he's recording. But let's roll on. Okay, he's allegedly back in Boston. Let's see what he has to say here.
A few weeks, and yes, I will try to make it to Washington to check out the ports myself, but I have a lot of people that live out in Washington State, so shoot me an email and tell me what's up, or send me footage.
I'm going to be leaving here. I'm going to try to make it to the ports in Washington, but if I don't make it, for you subscribers that may live out there, send me some video. Richie from Boston, watches, think about it. All you Richie from Boston people, all those videos over all the years that I started paying attention to him, going back 7 years, that motherfucker has never been anywhere when any event was going on whatsoever. And again, and this is fact, every video he's ever put out of the fires, the bridge collapse, tornadoes, hurricanes, and all this other shit, he has never, ever been there. He did one video recently. He supposedly at a buddy's house, staying in their garage, their workshop, and he showed some little 5-second clip outside and their house destroyed. We don't know if he was there. He's inside a room doing a video. Oh, it's windy outside. We don't know where the fuck. Come on. Richie has never been anywhere when any of these things has ever happened, and every last one of his videos, he's there afterwards. Like he did those videos, remember when all the illegals were crossing, and he went down there and he rode his bike and went through a hole in the fence in Mexico. There's nobody there. It was already shut down. I mean, come on. Okay, let's go. Okay, here he is. Come on, focus, damn it. Lying about not wearing a mask during the lockdown.
Because they locked us down. The entire country was locked down, and I got in my Land Cruiser and did whatever I wanted the entire time. Some places I couldn't get in because I was not going to put a mask on ever at all, and I didn't. But just be grateful. Okay?
Never at all, and I never did. In a recent video, his last 3, he admitted that at one time he wore a mask to go buy something for his dad in a Home Depot. I did a video years back where he admitted he put on a mask twice. Lying. This motherfucker might have even got the vax. Let's pause here. Oh, I should have just went straight on from there. Let's see what he has to say here. Come on, focus.
Because I was not going to put a mask on ever at all, and I didn't. But just be grateful, okay?
God. Food,
water, lights, things of that nature, because at any moment...
Anyway, food, water, lights. What happened to... You shouldn't carry food and water. You should be carrying gold in your bug-out bag. But let's pause here. I don't know why this isn't focusing. Sorry. Okay, now here he is recycling material as all these truther channels do about movies. How many millions, if not billions of movies over the years have never ever happened? And these movies, all these people talk about, they haven't happened, and they're never going to happen. But let's see what he says here about his Italian roots.
Michael and Barack Hussein Obama, or Barry Soetoro, which basically showed every conspiracy coming to life in real life and what it would look like.
No, it didn't.
And then we had 0 Day with Robert De Niro being the president, which is incredibly ironic because I love Robert De Niro because I'm Paisan.
He's Paisan.
I'm Italian. I grew up 15-minute walk from Gennaro Angiulo's house, the underboss of the New England crime family. You know what I mean? De Niro was an awesome actor, but he's an absolute jerk-off in real life.
Richie's done this over the years. Oh, I'm from Boston. Now he's relating himself to Italian mobs. I mean, psychologically, these YouTube channel, I'm going to show some shit on YouTube and how YouTube programs people, and YouTube teaches you how to program. YouTube teaches you how to manipulate all these motherfuckers know what they're doing. Oh, now Richie's a gangster. Oh, I know he talked that shit about I was in prison and we used to do blanket parties. We'd go put on our mask and throw a blanket over and beat these child molesters. Well, why would the fuck would you not kill them? Give me a fucking... Stop the retarded... This dude's nothing but a punk. Punk. Let's pause here. Okay, let's hear Richie from Boston literally selling himself. Literally, he likes to say literally.
This is live. It's not live. You see these 2 books?
Yeah.
Confusion in Christianity and Confusion in the Cosmos. I'm actually in this.
They're upside down, isn't that symbolism? Oh, let me back up, sorry.
This is live. It's not live. You see these 2 books? Confusion in Christianity and Confusion in the Cosmos. I'm actually in this book, which is kind of cool. That makes 3 books that I'm referred to.
Awfully convenient. Richie from Boston is in 3 books, and of course he says he's not making no money off at least one of them. God damn it, stop it. They're all here for your money, nothing else. Move on. Oh, I should have kept going. Watch after what he says here and what he does, and I'm going to address that.
Confusion in the Cosmos. I'm actually in this book, which is kind of cool. That makes 3 books that I'm referred to. I'm going to give... Kind of cool.
Okay, what do we got here? He talks about the books. He taps them together and pretends he's thinking about it.
3 books that I'm referred to.
There's a script.
I'm going to give a copy of this and a copy of this away to 2 subscribers. Just do me a favor.
I just happened to think about it while I was talking about these books. I'm going to give away two to subscribers.
And say I'm in the comments below, okay?
Okay, let me pause here and show you something that I haven't done this in a long time. It's true. It's not fiction or science fiction or propaganda. Let's pause here. I'm going to show a couple screenshots of some YouTube videos. This one's 6 years ago. There's more recent ones. Remember Richie from Boston started a long time ago on YouTube. How to use giveaways to grow your subscribers. Why? Because they believe you like them and care about them and interact. Next one, how to make money with giveaways 2 years ago. Because again, subscribers believe you care about them and love them. And you don't pay for jack shit anyway because you get those books in gold and silver and sea rations and everything else for free from your sponsors. How about this one? Next, monetize your giveaway like a boss by charging an entry fee. Patreon.tv, partnering with a sponsor using affiliate marketing. Next one, how to make big money off subscriber giveaways. How to make a killer YouTube intro to blow up your channel. Richie from Boston, just 3 videos, changed his intro, now showing that devil, Satan says symbol, and pause. How about this? A month ago, I just took these screenshots this morning. How I got 29,000 subscribers just 3 days just by copying people's content. What do we see in lots of Richie's videos? Copying other people's content and promoting it as, oh my God, pro-America, pro-Christianity, anti-New World Order, and all these other fucking... Anyway, you get it. Okay, now this is a bit longer, maybe 1 minute. He's advertising a product by one of his flock, his fellow sheep channels, I should say. Now listen to this and I'll explain it.
See these things? Keith from Manyfish, his wife makes these by hand.
Oh yeah, his butt buddy Manyfish.
They're phenomenal, and they completely shut down your phone's ability to track you. Period. And I did extensive testing on these when I was at Keith's house to make sure they actually...
He did extensive testing to make sure those little bags actually work. I'm going to say this again. There has been all these channels, all these truthers, all these survivalists and preppers have advertised all these bags over the years. You can get fucking duffel bags. You can get bags you can put your phone into, your laptop, and your key fob, so the government can't track you and protect your shit from an EMP. So what the fuck good does it do if you stick your phone in there? How are you gonna get a phone call? How are you gonna make a phone call without pulling out? It's protected. And again, the bigger one is, if we get EMP'd, what the fuck good is your laptop or key fob or your cell phone going to do? Now here he's advertising it as to keep from tracking you. Okay, let's say you're going to go from point A to point B. You put your cell phone in that bag so the New World Order can't track you. Well, what happens when you pull it out to use it? They know where you are. Stop the fucking Richie from Boston would say it's fucking nonsensical. It's fucking bullshit. It's sales. It's ad. It's sponsors. Somebody prove to me what these motherfuckers are doing except for making money off of you. None of these people I have ever talked about for 7 years has, by their own admittance, by their own videos, have never ever had a job. You could go watch my original channel. I will show, I'm going to go through my screenshots. I will show, I worked for my last 10 years up until when I quit in September 19 because of my stenosis, and I was having SVTs at the time. I had a heart ablation in 2021. And I'm going to be going into surgery to do my cervical stenosis, which scares me because of infections and all that. I got to do it because I'm fucked. I can't live like this. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, just a few seconds further on from where I was.
.com. No affiliation, but I have a platform, and this is what you do when you have a platform. How many channels did I bring up that nobody ever heard about that are all big channels now? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Richie from Boston, come on, name one. Name all these channels nobody ever heard from that are now big channels. Name one. Not a fucking one. Not one, or else he would have named it. He would have showed it. Fact, not fiction or bullshit, but let's move. Okay, here's just after he was talking about the mRNA vaccinations and straight. This is Executive Order Trump signed to protect cops and other shit, but let's move on.
That he claims ownership over and over and over. He's the father of the mRNA. This right here is martial law without saying the dirty words. There
will never, ever be martial law in this country because when you want to declare, when all these channels or anybody else want to declare martial law in this country, that involves gun confiscation. Again, this is so fucking simple. It's the numbers game. Let's say there are roughly 325 million adults in this country. I should Google the number. Anyway, there's well over 100 million armed Americans in this country. I don't care. There's no UN troops, Russian troops, Chinese troops, Mexico troops going to come in. Watch reality TV, but I don't mean reality. I mean what's in the news. You can watch YouTube videos from facts. Whenever you see the cops going after a dude driving in his car with a weapon, or whether you watch videos that I'm talking about real life shit that has happened, you have an armed suspect in his house. There are at the bare minimum 20 cops outside with an armored vehicle. That's for one man. I mean, stop it. The numbers are astoundingly fucking stupid. This will never, ever happen in this country, and they know that. That's why they will never, ever attempt to confiscate weapons, firearms, assault weapons, assault whatsoever. Look underneath Biden. All these shootings increase. And what happened? What did we see in the media? Not just media, but what is truth from the Republicans that were supposed to be anti-firearms, anti-Second Amendment? It disappeared. All this shit disappeared, especially the last 2 years. All these people, all these politicians want to take away firearms because it's fucking. They know it's bullshit. It'll never happen. Facts. I deal with facts here on my channel. Okay, 1335 of his video. Let's see what he has to say. After showing, of course, an MRAP or the fuck this is.
The Great Reset, and it's all happening. Speaking of the Great Reset,
Speaking of it,
Citibank went out. It got hit by a huge nationwide outage, and people couldn't access their bank accounts. You know what I mean? You think that's a complete and utter coincidence that Spain, Portugal, and France magically lose their power completely, and then Citibank goes out and people can't. Of
course, conveniently, and having absolutely nothing to do with it, he shows the bill folded in the 9/11 thing.
Access their bank accounts, and you can't find anything online about that right now, even though that was a thing that happened yesterday. So, does that make sense?
Okay, let me backtrack. He's going to show that clip of that old-style looking World War I or whatever, getting rid of cash.
And people can't access their bank accounts, and you can't find anything online about that right now, even though.
Cash is freedom. That's why they're getting rid of cash. You know that. You know that, right? Okay, again, I'm going to repeat this again. This is fact. There's no separation. You're getting rid of cash because cash is no good. So if you have a million, 500,000, 10 million stashed in cash, if there's a fucking collapse, it's the apocalypse. Your cash, your paper dollar, your coins, your quarters, your silver dollars are no good. But yet, if you have physical gold or silver, that's good for trade, for barter, for food, for shelter. Do you realize how fucking stupid that is? Again, in the words of Richie from Boston, do you realize how nonsensical that is? Why would gold or silver be good for barter or trade in the apocalypse, the zombies, EMP, World War III? There's no work, there's no banks, there's no nothing. Why? What puts gold and silver above the paper dollar or having a silver dollar or having your coin? What puts that paper dollar above a piece of fucking physical, mineral? Yeah, paper dollar to, what's the fucking difference? People, we have been so brainwashed into all this horse shit. This paper dollar or $100 bill's no good, but this fucking piece of gold, this piece of silver is worth. None of it's gonna feed you. None of it's gonna give you water. None of it's gonna give you shelter. Utter fucking nonsense and stupidity. I can't believe so many people believe this shit. I'm gonna end this here. All I can say to people, and goddamn, I wish I could reach hundreds of thousands, millions of people all over social media. It's never gonna fucking happen. Am I censored on BitChute? No, I am not. Am I censored on YouTube? Of course. Oh, that's another thing. We hear all this shit. Trump's about anti-censorship and all that. Why doesn't Trump have a talk with Google? Google owns YouTube. Let me pause here and show something else. Oops, while I'm going after that, here's one of my screenshots. Trump's did the establishment of a White House Faith and Opportunity Initiative. Purpose: this initiative aimed to give faith-based organizations equal access to government funding and ensure they have strong advocates in the White House and throughout the federal government. Oh my God, so much for separation of church and state. And again, it's like I addressed from that Catholic lawsuit. They're using that's probably a fucking staged false flag right there. Use the Catholics to do the lawsuit instead of Christians because, Trump's a Christian, the left or right. Oh shit. I believe that I brain farted myself. I believe this is what I was after. YouTube are still obviously massively censoring people. Google owns YouTube, and the holder of YouTube the owner of YouTube is called Alphabet Inc. And who is the major top institutional investors? Vanguard, BlackRock, Fidelity, and State Street. That explains it all. I believe we're going to end this here, so you might not hear from me again in this video.